Students, in this video lecture, we'll talk about the types of DC generator. In the last video lecture, we observed the construction and the different types of winding, that is lap winding, wave winding, that we studied, and also we observed the EMF equation of the DC generator. The next part of this module is the types of DC generator. We'll look into that parameter. Usually the DC generators are classified based on the nature of excitation which is provided to the field windings. So based on this parameter, the DC generator is classified as separately excited DC generator and self-excited DC generator. So in case of separately excited DC generator, as shown in the figure, the field winding is supplied from the separate power source. That is, the field winding is electrically separated from the armature circuit as shown in the figure. Here the voltage Vf, that is that drives the current If, the field current, due to which the magnetic flux will be produced in this particular field winding. When the armature tries to rotate by using the prime mover, the armature conductors will cut the magnetic flux, then EMF will be induced. So this EMF is nothing but the generated voltage V, that is as shown here. When load is connected across the armature terminals here, the load current IL will flow through the load. Then this voltage V is called as the terminal voltage, which is given as V is equal to E minus IARA, ARD and BCD. ARD is called as the armature reaction drop. BCD is called as the brush contact resistance drop. In case of this, IA is equal to IL, armature current is equal to load current. In case of self-excited DC generator, here the magnetic field by itself it will excite without the DC source from the external side. In this type of DC generator, the excitation to the field winding is provided by the generator itself. So that's why it is called as self-excited DC generator. Here the EMF that produced by the generator at the armature winding is supplied to the field winding, that is shunt field winding, instead of the DC source from the outside of the generator. Therefore, this type of field winding which is necessary connected to the armature winding, based on this, the DC self-excited generators are classified into three types. One is the DC shunt generator, another one is DC series generator, and DC compound generator. Once again I'll explain. These three types are in self-excited DC generator. These are the three types of self-excited DC generator. One by one we'll look into these parts. In case of DC shunt generator, here what happens is the field winding is connected across the armature terminal, as it is, those are in parallel as shown here. Okay, so here ISH is called as the shunt current. So as I mentioned here, IA armature current is equal to load current plus the shunt current, where the shunt current is equal to V by RSH. RSH is the resistance of the shunt winding. So here the equations are as shown in the figure. Why it is called as shunt generator? Because the field winding is in parallel with the armature winding. In case of series generator, here what happens is the series generator field winding is connected in series with the armature as shown here. The series field winding is connected in series with the armature winding as shown in the figure. So the different as it is different from a shunt motor, because there the field winding is connected in parallel with the armature winding. Therefore, the field winding conductor must be sized enough to carry the load current consumption and the basic circuit. If the here the voltage drop across the windings has to be very small and its resistance is very less, therefore it is made of a few thick turns of copper. So what they, because of this, the here the armature current is equal to series current is equal to load current, because all are connected in series. Therefore, the voltage which is generated is also given by V is equal to E minus Ia into Ra plus Rse, because Ra is the resistance of the armature winding, Rse is the resistance of the series field winding with respect to ARD and BCD as explained. So V is called as the generated voltage in case of DC series generator. Now let us look into the compound generator. So it, as the name itself suggests, the compound generator contains both the shunt field winding and the series field winding. Here many turns of fine wire and which carries the small current, while the series field winding also provided with a few turns of heavy wire, since it is both are connected in series. Armature winding and it also carries the load current. Here what happens, if the two field windings are connected in such a way that the flux produced by them are in same direction and are additive, then the generator is said to be cumulative. Here again two types will come into picture. One is cumulatively compounded and differentially compounded. In case of cumulatively compounded, the flux produced by two windings are in same direction, which are additive. If the field windings are connected in such a way, the flux produced by them are opposite direction, okay, then the resultant flux is the difference between the two, then it is called as the differentially compound DC generator. So cumulatively compound DC generator fluxes are additive. In case of differentially compounded DC generator, fluxes are the difference of the fluxes will take place. So there are two types of compound generators. One is the long shunt compound generator, another one is the short shunt compound generator. Let us look the circuit of long shunt compound generator. Here what happens is, in case of long shunt cumulatively compound DC generator, current enters the positive terminal of the series field winding, and the shunt current enters the positive terminal of the shunt field winding. Therefore, the fluxes produced by them will have the same direction, that is they are both are additive. Therefore, the flux produced by the series cumulatively compound DC generator, it will be pi is equal to pi sh plus pi se, where the pi sh is the flux produced by the shunt field winding, pi se is the flux produced by the series field winding. Therefore, the shunt current is equal to, as usual, again V by RSH, where the armature current Ia is equal to load current plus the shunt field current. So this is the long shunt compound generator. Let us look into the short shunt compound generator. In case of short shunt compound generator, the DC generator connection is as shown. Series field winding is connected in series with the shunt field winding. So here again armature current is equal to IL plus ISH. Then ISH is equal to V plus IL into RSC divided by RSH. Here in the shunt field winding, the shunt current is V by RSH, but here in case of series field winding, another term along with V, the series field winding is also connected. So we need to consider the voltage drop across this. Therefore, instead of V by RSH, the V will be the voltage across the above point is V plus IL into RSC. So we need to consider the series resistance of that also. Therefore, the shunt current ISH is equal to V plus IL into RSC divided by RSH. So this is the shunt current in case of the short shunt compound generator. So this is the long shunt compound generator. Here it is the short shunt compound generator. In case of the short shunt compound generator, as I said, so the current will be the both the things are connected as shown in the figure. So this is what the different types. Similar way, we have the differentially compound long shunt and short shunt compound generator. This is the in this video we are trying to we try to explain what are the various types of DC generators and what is the nature of connection in case of the types of DC generator. Once again I will brief whatever I covered. Basically DC generators are classified as separately excited DC generator and self-excited DC generator. In case of self-excited generator, that is classified as DC shunt generator and DC series generator and DC compound generator. So in case of separately excited DC generator, it is only one type, but in case of self-excited DC generator, it is again classified as DC shunt generator, DC series generator and DC compound generator. In case of DC compound generator, again it is classified as cumulatively compounded DC generator and differentially compounded DC generator. In cumulatively compounded DC generator, again long shunt generator, short shunt generator. Again in differentially compounded DC generators, long shunt generator and short shunt generator. This is what the detailed classification of DC generator. In the next video lecture, we will try to study about the DC motor, its construction, its EMF equation, and what are the types of DC motor and where in which in which area the DC generator and DC motors are used. About that we'll study in the next video lecture. Thank you.